This short, simple guide to the element fluorine will provide facts and information for chemistry students who are learning about the periodic table, and in particular, the element fluorine. Each chemical element is given a unique chemical symbol, which is used all over the world. The chemical symbol for fluorine is F. The chemical symbols of elements come from their English, Greek, or Latin names. The first letter of a symbol is always a capital letter, and if there are any subsequent letters, they are expressed in lowercase. The name fluorine was coined in 1813 by the English chemist Sir Humphry Davy, from fluorspar, the name of the mineral where it was first found. Fluorspar is the chief ore of fluorine. Its composition is calcium fluoride. The mineral name of fluorspar was given by Georg Agricola in 1546, translating the German name Fluss from the Latin word fluxus, meaning flowing or to flow. In metallurgy, a flux is also derived from the Latin word fluxus and is a chemical cleaning agent or flowing agent. All of the chemical elements are given a unique atomic number. The atomic number for fluorine is 9. Atoms are made up of 3 kinds of smaller particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. The atomic number is the number of protons in the atom. The chemical elements of the periodic table are shown in order of atomic number and identified by their symbol. The periodic table is a chart showing the symbols and the atomic numbers of all known elements, such as fluorine, in one large grid. The chemical elements of the periodic table are placed in order of their atomic numbers. Atomic numbers increase as you move across a row, called a group, or down a column, called a period. The atomic number of fluorine is 9. The element symbol for fluorine is F. It was first described in 1529 by Georgus Agricola for its use as a flux. In 1813, Sir Humphry Davy experimented with fluorspar and attempted the extraction of fluorine, but failed. George Gore was able to produce a small amount of fluorine through an electrolytic process in 1869. It was successfully isolated by Henry Moissan, a French chemist, in 1886. He achieved this through the electrolysis of potassium fluoride and hydrofluoric acid. In 1906, Henry Moissan won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his work in isolating fluorine from its compounds. The element fluorine is one of over 100 different chemical elements that are known to modern chemistry. Each element is first identified at room temperature and pressure as being a solid, liquid, or gas, referred to as states of matter. Each element has physical properties that can be observed and measured, such as color, density, and odor. The chemical properties are the characteristics that determine how a substance will react with other substances, such as water or oxygen. What is fluorine? In a general overview of the element, we can at first describe fluorine as a pale yellow, white, or colorless gas, which can sometimes be fluorescent. It is present in volcanic gases and thermal waters. Its chief source is fluorite, but it also occurs in cryolite, seawater, bones, and teeth. Its most important compounds are fluorite, cryolite, and topaz. The more specific physical properties of fluorine can usually be observed using our senses, or involve a numerical measurement, such as determining its boiling, freezing, and melting points. The physical properties of fluorine are: it is a pale yellow, white, or colorless gas. Fluorine can change from a gas to a liquid and a liquid to solid. It can sometimes be fluorescent. In liquid form, it is freely soluble in liquid oxygen and ozone. It has a pungent smell. Density: it is 1.3 times as dense as air. The chemical properties are the characteristics that determine how fluorine will react with other substances when it is changed chemically. The chemical properties of fluorine are: toxicity, highly poisonous in its elemental form. Oxidation, does not combine with oxygen at room temperature. Compounds, the importance of fluorine lies largely in its compounds. Fluorine is a highly corrosive gas. When mixed with water, it reacts explosively. It reacts with all the elements except helium, neon, and argon. It is heat resistant. Fluorine is flammable. Once the properties of an individual element have been identified, it is placed into a group of elements which have common properties and characteristics. Fluorine is in the group called the halogens. The 5 elements classified as halogens are located in group 17 of the periodic table. The elements classed as halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. Halogens are nonmetallic elements with low melting and boiling points. They have colored vapors and are poor conductors of heat and electricity. They are very reactive, so they are likely to join with other elements on the left side of the periodic table to make compounds. Once the properties of an element have been established, we then have the ability to identify how it can be used. Soluble fluorides added to public water supplies have reduced the incidence of tooth decay. It is also used in toothpaste. Other uses of fluorine include the extraction of uranium, in air conditioning and refrigeration, and also as an insecticide. Fluorocarbons such as Teflon have found extensive use as lubricants because of their low friction. The properties of fluorine are classified by many other factors, including the melting point, boiling point, atomic mass, and density of the element. All of these precise measurements, together with additional facts and information, can be found on our website. So ends our simple guide to the element fluorine. Check out our easy video guides to the elements via our website.